came in here and we took care of business today, and that's what we wanted to do. We owned the paint. I love that paint number, 54 points to 16. I like the assists number, the turnovers, 23 to 13 or 22 to 13. I love that we had 4 people in double figures, 2 of them coming off the bench. That Tommy and Kylie both played really well coming in off the bench today. So for us, to not have to play anybody over 30 minutes was really important, because we're going to be on the road tomorrow, have 1 prep day for Penn State, get on the road, travel tomorrow. It's a lot. So we were really trying to manage minutes today, and glad we were able to do that.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it for questions.
Having said all that, obviously you felt it was pretty important to play today, given how up and down the last few weeks have been. How important was it to kind of stay in sort of a rhythm on the court when things have been going well these past few games?
Yeah, I think it is important to keep that consistency going. And, we need to make up games. And so we missed so many games, we have to make them up. And it's not going to be the ideal situation ever when we make up games. It's never going to be the best situation. We're going to Penn State on a 1-day prep. That's not ideal. But if we want to get the game in, we're going to have to do some of those type of things.
Has this team developed a little bit more of a killer mentality lately?
Yeah, I certainly think so. I think defensively we've been pretty sharp. I think that's something obviously we worked on throughout the year, but I think that's kind of shown, and obviously we played a little more zone tonight, and want to be able to play different defenses because it just makes us even more versatile. So, I think that's something we kind of harp on, kind of having that mentality, and I think that goes on both ends of the floor, not just defense, even on offense.
Monica, with this being a kind of take care of business game, how pivotal was the 19-3 start? I think is what it was with a lot of you.
Yeah, I think we kind of came out gunning. We knew what we were going to have to do, and I think we came out strong, and that's something that we've been focusing on and trying to do, coming out of the gate really strong, and I'm really proud of us. We held them. I don't even know how many they had in the first quarter, but 5. That's amazing defense from everybody from 1 through 5. So I was really proud of us. I thought throughout the game we played pretty good defense, and I think we've just done a really good job of kind of moving on game to game. We could have easily let our high from Minnesota leak into this and kind of come into this a little bit slower, but we didn't do that. We wiped it off. We came in clean, and I'm really proud of the whole group.
Tommy, tell us about that little stretch you had there. I think you scored 4 points in 2 seconds. The basket, the steal, the basket. Is that something you saw on tape that you might be able to get one like that with the steal?
Well, I was just trying to be aggressive. It was kind of stagnant. The offense was kind of stagnant in that moment, and I think driving to the basket is always something that you can control, even if your shots aren't falling. And then actually, what happened was when they passed it to her in bounds, I just saw she wasn't looking, and I was kind of behind her, so I just swiped it, and it worked. It wasn't really like a film thing, but it worked out for me. So.
I missed the play. I was turning, talking.
Really quick.
I missed the
I
play.
did too. I was running back after he made the layup.
Everybody, the loudest this great crowd got tonight, and I missed it. I'll watch it on film.
How pivotal was that stretch in the first half? Like you said, I think they got it to 12, and then you end on a 12-2 run, and it's back to 20+. Kind of how big was that stretch?
Well, it was really important because, every team's going to have their runs, but with that run that we just had, we were able to shut them down going into the half and have a really good start to the second half as well.
You guys have had some real big runs here this week, both up there and in Minnesota and today. Just tell us about these little explosive stretches that you guys are starting to put together.
I don't know. It's what you try to do, right? But,
Yeah.
We talk about it like if we come to a timeout and we've had 5 straight stops, we kind of celebrate that and try to get them excited about it. And
I think for us is getting stops on defense because our transition offense is our best offense, and I can really feel it when we're getting stops on defense and we rebound and outlet the ball like we do. It's just so hard to guard in transition. I think our transition offense is the best in the country. That's what I think, and I just think it's so hard to guard. I think that's what really is when we have our spurts is when that's really flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Tommy, I just wanted to ask you, being able to score 14 points coming off the bench today, can you describe how vital the bench is in terms of being able to make critical contributions as you were able to do so tonight?
Well, I think the bench is very important because if you look at some of our losses or games that have been closer, the bench didn't really produce as we could have. And I think it's always important to just come off and have a good spark of energy in any way that you can, whether it's scoring, rebounding, getting steals. I think bench production really helps the team as a whole.